And now, TSPN News with Tom Slavik. Comprehensive news because in today's world, you need more than just sound bites. TSPN, streaming on the World Wide Web, and now on demand at TSPNTV.com. Hi everyone, I'm Tom Slavik. Welcome to TSPN's News for today, and with me is Sutter Amador Hospital CEO Ann Platte. How are you doing, Ann?
Good. Hi, Tom.
I'm doing swell, thank you, and thank you for coming by. You know, we wanted to have you on because Sutter Amador Hospital is a great asset to the community here, and also your umbrella organization, I believe, Sutter Amador.
Sutter Health.
I'm sorry. This is so hard for me. Sutter Health Services, okay? Sorry, I've been stuck in Little Amador County for so long, it's hard for me to think of the larger organizations. All right, and specifically, Sutter Amador Hospital gave a check to Nexus, right, which is Nexus Youth and Family Services,
right,
here in Amador County. And Nexus is a new member to probably mental health services here in Amador County. So I want to thank you for that on behalf of Nexus, but as well as the community. Now, can you tell us how was that decision reached, and why is it that a hospital, here feels the need to give to be such a bigger player, a larger player, a partner in Amador County?
Yeah, sure. Well, Sutter Health and Sutter Amador Hospital are nonprofit companies, and so our mission is to help support and meet the healthcare needs of the community. When we went through this tragic experience of the Butte fire, Sutter Health really stepped up to say, we need to help support the communities where our hospitals are located. So Sutter Amador, and as you recall, the Valley fire also broke out at the same time we were dealing with the Butte fire.
Right.
And Sutter has a hospital in Lake County as well. So Sutter Health donated $250,000 to the American Red Cross for the shelter that was here and also in Lake County. And at the same time, they gave Sutter Amador Hospital $25,000 and asked us to decide how to best use those funds to help victims of the fire recover. And so Nexus, we partnered with Nexus because they have a very similar mission to support the communities. They will be providing crisis support and also wellness recovery group support for people in Calaveras County where the most dramatic damage was done, but also to make sure that people in Amador County are covered as well.
Okay, well that's really a good thing, and Sutter Amador Hospital always, I think, at the forefront of health and changes and getting new, innovative programs at the hospital as well. That's very important for our county, isn't it?
I think it is. I think the hospital is really a great example of a Soul Community Hospital in a rural area where we are the only hospital, and we try very hard to meet the needs of the community. We also support other not-for-profits that are helping the community maintain or preserve their health. So, for example, we also contribute on an annual basis to Operation CARE to help victims of domestic abuse. We provide support to the food bank, hospice of Amador and Calaveras County. I'm trying to think who else. We support Camp Out for Cancer for Amador Stars. In fact, we had a booth on our campus the other day because of the fire, they had to change their plans. But Amador Stars, Amador Transit provide important transportation to people in the community to obtain health care that either they need to get to locally or they need to get to outside of the county.
And do you sit on a lot of boards in Amador County? as well, or
Well,
how do you get
I
all this
sit on a
information of,
few.
things to support and keep as plugged into the county as you are?
Well, we have, besides myself, some of the other leaders at the hospital are involved
Okay.
on board. So we have someone on the chamber board, the Operation Care board, the food bank board. I sit on the hospice board
Okay.
and also the business council and the economic development partnership. And I'm really active in Jackson Rotary as well.
Okay, so very plugged in and very active in Amador County.
I try to be. I'm
Okay.
sure I could do more.
And I'm sure Sutter Health Services appreciates that, and that is one of something that they look for and expect all the hospitals to be involved in the counties and the communities that they serve.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Sutter Health is very much a community partner in across Northern California, and we provide a lot of care to lower income people. We provide a lot of charity care,
Okay.
Medi-Cal, Medicare care that doesn't always cover the cost of care, but we feel that it's important that we support the people in our community, and you see that done across the whole system.
Okay. Do you have any new programs that are coming up, or new doctors, or
Well,
things
we're
that are
always looking
happening?
for new doctors.
Okay.
We partner with Sutter Medical Foundation, which operates the Sutter physician clinics in the county. And the other day we had a nice gratitude luncheon at the hospital outside, and we invited the public health people, EMS, the sheriffs, everyone who really helped support us during the fire. And we included the ambulatory surgery center and all of the physicians on our medical staff.
Okay. So not only do you support the community, but the community supports you, the hospital, back quite a lot.
Very much,
as
yes.
well, when they contribute to the auxiliary and the hospital auxiliary and things like that. Tell us about that involvement with people and how that matters, and how the hospital appreciates that at the end.
Well, we have a very generous community, as you know.
Right.
We have a philanthropy board, and that board helps raise money for the hospital for equipment or programs. And we just had our annual theme ball a week or so ago, and it was very successful. And I'm always so just amazed and grateful at the generosity that this community demonstrates all the time, whether it's for the hospital or other organizations. But we rely on generosity to fund new equipment and new programs that without the community support we wouldn't be able to have. And so I think it's a wonderful community to provide health care in.
Okay, and that support sometimes brings leading edge programs to the hospital, along with the hospital supplying it. But right,
Right. Well, I think if we have a vibrant, stable hospital, that people feel more confident to move to this community. And I think it's also an attraction for physicians who might want to have a practice here or work in the hospital, because you would want to have up-to-date equipment and a full complement of staff.
So that's how the citizens as well keep the hospital as leading edge as possible.
Absolutely. It's mutually beneficial.
Right.
And we are just so grateful to the community.
Okay. And I've been here, about 28 years now, and I've certainly seen the hospital grow and and become a better place to go to get health care for the community here. And so what the things that you're saying is, like, when you move here and say, like, wow, they've got a great hospital, that is very important. And and that's where we're going, right?
I think it's really reassuring to have
Certainly is.
good quality. And so in Sutter Health, there's a tremendous emphasis on quality and service across the organization. And so the staff at Sutter Amador are very focused on our patients' experience, and we want to make it the best, the safest, and the least frightening that it can be. I mean, nobody usually wants to be in the hospital or come to the ER, and so we recognize that, and we try to do things to help reduce anxiety and, help promote recovery and healing for our patients.
Okay. Well, Ann, I certainly want to thank you for coming by, and I
Thank
certainly
you.
want to thank you for, helping the organizations here, and, specifically the Nexus, Nexus Youth and Family Services. Just recently, last week, the hospital donated $25,000 to help with their efforts, and that being a new organization, that's probably really going to help them and give them a feeling of strength and a place where they can take off from to help the community as well.
I sure hope so, and they have a really great plan, and it's all designed to help victims of the Butte fire. So that's important because the recovery is going to take much longer than you would think. And for those of us in Amador County who weren't as, heavily...
There before the grace of God, it could have been us if the winds were blowing in the
Right.
opposite direction.
So we're really happy to be able to reach out and help people that are in Calaveras County.
And it is kind of nice because it helped, the fire in one sense, it helped bond the two counties.
Yeah.
As well, right? And that's a wonderful thing. Well, once again, Ann, I want to thank you, and
Thank you, Tom.
And thanks for being a wonderful CEO there of our local hospital
thank
right
you.
here in Amador, Sutter Amador Hospital. Thanks again, and thanks for watching TSPN. Stay with us. I think in part 2 we might see the check that was given to Nexus, and thank you, and stay with us. Bye.